I'm Om Puri, as you know. You're watching BollywoodHangama.com. Enjoy.
It's a huge honor to have one of the finest actors in Indian cinema ever, Mr. Om Puri, with us. It's a huge pleasure to have you back on Bollywood Hangama, first of all.
Thank you very much.
Your movie is coming up, Jai Ho Democracy, for which the promo is going to be launched today. From the promo that we gathered, I think you're having a good time while your colleagues, they're fighting amongst themselves. So how was your experience of just being there and just noticing them having the fight?
Very nice. I mean, we have seen in our real assemblies in parliament, a lot of times the real politicians also have a good time. So similarly, we have a good time in the film.
Right.
It's a film with a difference. It's not arty film. I wouldn't call it a commercial film, but I would call it a mainstream film.
Right.
You know, it's not art film. It is not a boring film. It is not a preaching film.
Right.
And half of the film is full of laughter and fun.
Right.
But the second half, it turns out very, very serious and very moving and very touching. And one thing which comes out of the film is that there is no problem which cannot be solved in a human manner, in a civilized manner.
Absolutely.
That's what we learned from the film.
Right. So when I saw the promo, you have this this sound which is coming like comedy on the lines of kabaddi, I believe, which is I think something very innovative. And Ranjit Kapoor is the same guy who wrote Jaane Bhi Do Yaron, where I think you played your iconic character,
Yes.
which I think many would say that you just people will I think always remember that particular character. So something about this aspect of presentation of comedy per se.
Yeah, it is a satire. It is a exaggerated version of reality.
Right.
We have seen, India has seen their politicians behaving in a certain manner, not always, but there have been incidents where they had fights, they have thrown chairs at each other, they have pulled out the mics and thrown at each other.
Right.
And in Delhi recently, in the parliament, somebody threw chili powder
Right.
on the other person, etc. In Lucknow, we know that there was a chaos in the assembly. In Bangalore, police had to be called in. So, and plus generally, we have seen that politicians don't listen. They have their own point of view, fine. But they must argue in a very civilized manner.
Right.
Let one person finish talking, then the second person should talk. Speaker keeps shouting, please, one by one, let him finish, but nobody listens.
Right.
I have seen on the television, the British Parliament, not one person utters a word when one person is talking.
That's
Nobody interrupts. When that person finishes, then the second person raises his hand and then he speaks. So we know what they are talking about. When we watch it on television, we don't know what is happening.
Right.
We don't know what they are discussing. Similarly, in this film, you will see that from the main problem, what they are supposed to be discussing, how they keep deviating.
Absolutely. And there's a comment on parliamentary language and unparliamentary language, the way I think Satish Kaushik uses as expletive, and how Anu Kapoor reacts to it.
And also there are some, like for example, when the word Southern is said, everybody gets up.
Right.
Every time word Southern comes, everybody. So it's very funny in the film, which suggests that we do lip service. Just by hanging Mahatma Gandhi's picture on the wall,
Right.
does not give credibility to what his beliefs were. We must follow his beliefs, not hang his picture and forget about it.
Right. Hi, this is Faridun Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to Bollywood Hangama. Keep on watching.